Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona, where the sound of the big red siren signals it is time for football. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Arizona Cardinals. The kicker, Chad Ryland, has this one teed up. And we are underway here on EA Sports. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
His second year in the league certainly didn't go the way that he thought it would. In fact, a lot of whispers around the team and around the league that maybe he was not going to be the guy. Ended up getting benched, took his time, watched the game, and then came back better than ever. Second year in the same offense with the same head coach should lead to an even bigger jump in year 3.
Big article in the paper this morning talking about how they wanted to get chunk plays in the run game. Well, early on, there's a good one.
There isn't for guys on defense. They've got to remember the old adage. You've got to meet force with force, and if you don't, you get run over, as they did on that last play.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. Out of the gun, it's Young. And this is incomplete. Well, that's not the way you want to start. A first pass attempt and a first drop all in one.
Well, you've got plenty of time to make up for it, but obviously not the way you want to get things started. Got to shake that off and get going.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Looking to throw, Young. Checks this down to Hubbard. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. 5 yards, and that means they come up short as they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive.
We can make this one pretty simple. Blocked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a fourth down?
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. Here come the Cardinals, and it is Kyler Murray from Oklahoma who leads them out.
And when you watch him play, all you think about is how dynamic he is. He can beat you with his arm and his legs. Threw for over 20 touchdowns for the first time since 2021. Fully healed from the knee injury a couple of seasons ago. He's got his team thinking big in 2025.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Throwing now is Murray. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
Now a second and 10. Murray again. This is Connor. And he'll get about 3 up close to the 35. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Here comes third down at 7. Murray going to throw. this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Now that's a quarterback who's in charge out there right now. Wants to throw the ball on third down, doesn't find anyone open, tucks it away, takes off, and picks up the first down. Not by a little, but by plenty.
Caught on the right side by Jones. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. Murray now to throw. And this will be swung out here for Connor. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll make it second down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Short one here, caught by McBride. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
From the gun, Murray. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 37. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive. Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down in bounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
On the counter, it's Connor. And he stopped immediately there. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Tough spot here, 3rd down and 11. Here's Murray. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their 2nd drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy? You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Now here's Young. Eluding the pressure right. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for a first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
Here's Young from the shotgun. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First down, Panthers.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
Now Young. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Straight ahead with Hubbard. Even with the nice move, can't go very far. Stop short of the 30. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves him needing about 7 here on third down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Young will set to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now fourth down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. One, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But two, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
On fourth down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. They start with a give to counter. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
They'll fake it to counter. Now Murray. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
Screen pass to Connor. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It'll be an Arizona 1st down on a gain of 17.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time. So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4. Here's Connor on the read option. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. Back in Arizona, 2nd quarter action. It's the Cardinals in possession. The offense on 3rd down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. To throw, it's Murray. This complete to Jones. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're going for it. It's Murray. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. Carolina getting set to take the field. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. Young now from the 50. They'll set up the screen here for Hubbard. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Nice job by the defense figuring that play out and holding it to a short game, but I don't think the offense is going to be daunted. They actually accomplished their goal there. Now they've got them aware that they can throw a screen at them. Maybe it'll slow the pass rush down a little bit, and they can throw it downfield.
The play fake. Now Young. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he's got this down to the 35. Thielen with his first catch, and it's a 1st down.
But certainly as a fan, you get a little bit nervous when you see him make those kind of throws. But they work on that in practice more than we know. And most of them now know their limits and know what they can get away with. And there's a completion right there.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground. Defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. That's taken in. It's Xavier Legette.
Complete to Xavier Legette. A gain of 9 brings up 3rd down.
3rd down and 10. Young working out of the gun. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
So on 4th down, here's Matthew Wright for the Panther field goal. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So out now come the Cardinals. They're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they wanted to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on 4th down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. Play fake. Murray. Jones has it. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. That's good for a Cardinals first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. That's complete to Michael Wilson. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
To throw is Murray. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
That's another Cardinals. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
There he goes, and for good reason. Running with it has paid dividends earlier in this game and earlier on this drive. And until they prove they can stop him, I don't think he's going to be shy about continuing to run for first downs instead of airing it out.
He's got McBride here over the middle. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Derek Brown breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in this first half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and the outside pressure match, and maybe even a second wave to make sure if he squirts free, you've got someone to tackle him.
Murray now. Over the middle here to Wilson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Michael Wilson, 30 yards. And the Cardinals have taken the lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Chad Ryland now to add the PAT. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it winds up at a touchdown for Arizona. So after the field goal, Riley back out as he'll send this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Carolina offense about ready to go. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Baron Browning. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. On play action, Young. He'll get this complete to the rookie first-round pick. And he'll be stopped right there at the 28.
It's a gain of 13.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Out of the gun, it's Young. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
Now the punter, Sam Martin, called on to kick it away here. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And they call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Here's Murray, a quick throw complete. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
Second and inches at the 41-yard line.
Connor up the middle. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they do.
And he's got a first down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning. 45 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. Here's Murray. And this will be swung out here for Connor. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 23 yards the final tally.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. James Conner from 10 yards out. And the Cardinals add 6 to their lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Hey, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, wherever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
Now Ryland for the PAT. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And the Cardinals cap it with a touchdown. Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The possession of the football goes over to Carolina. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking middle, and he finds McMillan. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
To throw, Young. They'll find McMillan here. the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
First down, Panthers.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. There's a short throw caught by Sanders. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to him, and it's paying off.
It'll be Young again. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So a decent gain there, but not their 4th consecutive first down like they had on the first 3 plays.
You sound almost disappointed there. You want to fire the offensive coordinator on that one or what?
They'd gotten into a rhythm. I thought they were just going to keep going.
Well, almost a win for the defense, but if that's your win, you're not doing very well right now.
Young to throw it. Dancing to his left. And Young will slide to the ground safely as he picks up the first down as well. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Young. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Bryce Young as the first half is winding down. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Hey, you're down on the scoreboard, but now your offense is in close, and this is where, as a quarterback, you say, I've got to make a play here. Doesn't matter whether it's a pinpoint throw or a scramble like this one. He takes matters into his own hands and delivers a touchdown run.
Now the try here for the extra point. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14 to 10. That time a 6-play drive. And it was Bryce Young who finished things off with a touchdown run. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. This 2nd and 4. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. A final shot before half from Murray. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So that PI call will give him one more play.
And it'll be an untimed play as well. Now the half will end after this one, unless there's another defensive penalty.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will do it for this first half. So halftime here out west. Let's go east. That's where we find Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Okay, Scott, thanks a bunch. And we'll see which team's adjustments are going to pay dividends here as we are just about ready for the start of the second half. One touchdown is the difference. 17-10 our score, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Cardinals offense and their veteran running back James Conner ready for this next possession. And you look at his numbers as a pass catcher in this one. They've lined him up in different spots, shifted him around, and made him a real weapon in the passing game. And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. Derek Brown able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. This defense coming out after the half, and if that plays any indicator, Charles, maybe a little refreshed and refocused here for quarters 3 and 4.
Yeah, they did really well on that one. That's exactly what they need to keep doing if they want to change their fortunes in this game.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now Murray. And a completion to Wilson. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
A gain of 12 brings up third down and 8.
Here now a third down and 8. Throwing now is Murray. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Tershawn Wharton picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
That would be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the third quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. Young. That's caught. It's the tight end Sanders. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
First down, Panthers.
And it's pretty evident that this passing game has been frustrated so far. They haven't really moved the ball the way we might have expected, but this is a good pickup here for the first down.
The play fake. Now Young. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2 at the Cardinals' 32-yard line.
The ball on the 32. It's 2nd and 2. Off the play fake, Young. Pressure comes and down he goes. Walter Nolan. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 20-yard line. Give them 22 there on the third down conversion.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
And they'll run on first down with Hubbard. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Chuba Hubbard taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Panthers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. So a strong drive here to lead off this third quarter. That has them an extra point away from tying things up.
And, partner, this is pretty much what they envisioned when they were sitting there in the locker room thinking about getting things going to start here in the third quarter. Getting out there, a field goal would have been fine. But going ahead and scoring here, an extra point away from tying things up, that's exactly how they drew it up on the board.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will level the playing field at 17 all. All right, Scott, great work as always. We'll see what the second half brings here. These two defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads at intermission. These offenses, they have had their way so far. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The football back in the hands of the Arizona Cardinals. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. They begin on the ground here with Connor. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Murray. And he completes it to Wilson. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
That's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 3.
They'll come up now, 3rd and 3. Murray now to throw. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On 3rd and short, not only did he get away from the rush and pick up a 1st down, he picked up a whole lot more than that. And how did he get it done? Evaded the rush, kept his poise, and then how about him directing traffic as he moved downfield to pick up extra blockers? A really nice run.
On 1st and 10 is Connor. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Connor going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 57 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They'll stay on the ground with Connor again. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Connor. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That's another Cardinals.
This has been a good drive so far. It's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. This thrown quickly out to Jones. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the Panthers' 11-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 8. To throw is Murray. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kyler Murray, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals have broken the tie.
Defensively by now, you know his ability. You know he has it in him to take off and run.
Yeah, because they knew coming into this game, but we've already seen examples in this contest that he can run the football.
I think they're going to examine different ways to rush him now. Are they going to do it with different lanes? Are they going to use a spy? But they have to come up with options because right now, he's hurting them.
Ryland on for the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes the score Cardinals.
So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And the play that polished it off was the touchdown run by Kyler Murray. Scott, we thank you as always, and we'll see what happens here in the second half. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out with the victory. Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they haven't had a lot of time to pull off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now Young. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again 3rd and long now. Young will set to throw. And that will be...
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
There's Sam Martin now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now a fair catch taken just across midfield, maybe by a yard or two. The Cardinals offense and Kyler Murray headed back out onto the field. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end, trying to come up with ways to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go, and he's turned a number of those opportunities into big plays. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So both teams trade touchdowns in the third as we're through 3/4 of play. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's Cardinal football. They're also out in front of the scoreboard as we get set for the fourth. Murray now. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
The Cardinals on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is third down and 12. The pitch goes to Connor. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Here comes the Cardinals punter now as he's on to kick it away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Young to throw it. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that he can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
They go play action. Young to the sideline and incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll throw again. Young. The throw left sideline falls incomplete.
But if you're going to give out a little applause on that play, it has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
Here's Sam Martin now as he's on for the 5th time here today. A call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. The home team's offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, it's all been on display throughout. Play action. Now it's Murray. There's a short one caught by Ryman. And he'll be out right at the 35.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
Now, that is his game, and that's what they're going to run.
And this is going to be a Cardinals first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
That's another Cardinals first down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
9 yards on the first down. Keeper, and it's 2nd and 1.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the fourth.
Yeah, and what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the first down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense.
Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's third down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and run for it with Connor. And just nowhere to go for Connor. Defense gets to him, and they mark him short. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on first down.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. And onto the field, here come the Panthers.
The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Young off the play fake. A short throw hauled in by Trimble.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a 4.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They got to go thank the guys on D.
They'll run a draw now with Hubbard. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 15 there. The Panthers have a first down.
A gain of 15. First down, Panthers.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 46.
Young working out the gun. Got him in. That's Liggett.
Call it a gain of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Throwing, Young. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Sanders. 27 yards there, a first down.
First down, Carolina.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Young.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it, and the Cardinals are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
Well, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. They get the crucial turnover, just huge, but now they've got the football deep in their own territory, and you got to be careful because if you give it right back, there goes your lead.
Have to be extremely happy with their defense. They received a gift. That takeaway, even though they're deep in their own territory, now they have the football. And you know there's always that alpha on defense, that grouchy guy. Forget what the coaches said. I guarantee you, he told the quarterback, we just took care of you, now you take care of us. Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. To throw, it's Murray.
He'll get that complete to Harrison.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 18 yards the gain for number 18.
That's good for a Cardinals.
These guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
This is Connor running right. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 94 yards rushing now for Connor and a 1st down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I think as a running back in this spot, you have to understand there's not going to be a whole lot of room to run. And in this case, ball protection takes precedent over trying to make something happen.
Murray going to throw. Now he's forced out left. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 33. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try the left side with Connor. And not much running room. Down to the 32. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left.
At the Panthers' 32-yard line.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And the Cardinals are going to have a 1st down. And that's a big one. as they should be able to run it out from here.
It's another Cardinals first down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through, and they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Cardinals as we say so long from Glendale.